Hey guys, it's Ep15 here and welcome back to episode 15 of my Newcastle career. Now in today's episode we have plenty of matches to get through, 3 games to finish off the season, and this match against Watford to potentially win the Premier League title with Newcastle. What an incredible first season that will be for us. And the reason why that will happen is because, or hopefully happen if we win, is because Man United have dropped more points in between episodes. So I was sitting up to this game, ready for the new episode, and then Man United drew to Arsenal, so that meant that they dropped more points, and now we just need basically 2 points, I think it is, to win the league title, something like that. And obviously if we win, we get 3 points and we win the Premier League. So looking forward to hopefully trying to do that against Watford. Still going to be a tough game. We've got another one in 4 days' time, which obviously if we don't win the game against Watford, we have a chance to do it against Everton and also another chance against Chelsea as well. So there's loads of opportunity for us, hopefully, to wrap up the Premier League in today's episode. Before we get into things though, if we could try and hit 75 likes, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already as well. That'd be absolutely fantastic too. And don't forget you can follow me on Twitter at GameFaceHD and on Instagram at GameFaceHD as well. Links to all that in the description below. Let's crack on with today's episode. This is the team I'm going to go with for the game against Watford, what could be the game that wins us the Premier League title. We've got the usual goalkeepers starting in net. We've got Yedlin, Lascelles, Clark and Sessegnon in defence. Hayden, Sissoko, Shelvey, Atsu and Murphy in midfield, with Slimani starting up front for us there. Looking forward to hopefully getting a victory here. We really could do with one. Want to try and get wrapped up in the first opportunity that we have to do it. So let's see what we can. Massive game against Watford. Hopefully we can win. Okay, then here we go for the game against Watford. Let's crack on with it. At Vicarage Road for this game. Can we get ourselves that victory that we need? Got to get the 3 points here. Hopefully we can. Yeah, then running forward early on. He's been allowed to come very far forward as well. Completely unchallenged. Go for the cross into the middle. Intercepted by the defender and cleared away. What a chance that would have been to kick off the game. Couldn't quite pick out Slimani, who didn't quite get himself in the right position. Still going to try and keep the pressure on if we can early on here. Atsu. Slimani now to Jonjo Shelvey to shoot, and he scores 1-0. We've started off this game really brightly, and we've taken the lead. What a start to the match. Exactly what we had to do inside 7 minutes. Great bit of play. Fantastic runs there from the midfielders. Obviously, Jonjo Shelvey getting into the box and finishing it off. And we're winning this match 1-0. At the moment, we're going to win the Premier League title, but we are only in the early stages of this game. You just see the way we feed out to Atsu here. That's what really allows some space for Jonjo Shelvey to run into, and it's a really good finish as well on top of that. And we've opened the scoring. Yedlin coming forward once again. It's really good pace from him. Going to cross into the middle. Can we pick somebody out? Headed away by the defender. Yedlin trying to put it back in for Sissoko. Oh, blocked. Good chance here for Watford. Delafeu's running into the box. He's equalised. Watford have levelled here, and it's with their first shot, I think, as well in this match. It's really good play, though. I can't criticise the play. It's fantastic bit of passing here that leads up to this goal, and it's Delafeu with a really good finish as well on top of that. I think it's a 1-2 that we've just not managed to judge properly. We've not managed to win back the ball here. You can just see there Yedlin diving in a bit too much. Can't recover from that. And Delafeu with a good finish. Keeper maybe should do better from that sort of range, but there you go. Drawing the match 1-1. Not going to be as much of a comfortable ride as maybe it seemed like it would be. Slimani turning, shooting, saved by the keeper. Hayden into Sissoko. He's going to come back inside, maybe look to switch over to Atsu, who's free, brings it down. Atsu to shoot and score. It's 2-1, we're back in front, and it's fantastic play. Atsu's got himself in a really good position and just allows that switch to happen. The fullback should go a little bit tighter to him, but he hasn't. He's allowing him a bit of free time and space to bring it down, then get the shot away. It's really good play once again. And look at this from Sissoko, I think it is, on his left foot. Look at that switch. Right behind the fullback. There's no chance of defending that, and it's a really good finish. 2-1, back in front. Half-time winning the game, 2-1. Obviously very happy to be in front at this point. We do need to try and extend that lead, though, if possible, because Watford have at times looked a threat really going forward. They've not had that many chances, but when they do go forward, they have looked pretty decent. So, got to try and make sure we prevent as many attempts on goal as possible. Atsu going to cross into the box. Good delivery here for Sissoko. Oh, just get ahead to it. Had to be saved as well. I was wondering whether we were going to get a corner, but it's not. It's been cleared away in the end. Okay, first 2 changes. We're going to bring on Perez and Gibson. We'll also take off Hayden and Jonjo Shelvey. Gibson's going to go play as a holding midfielder for us. I think he's done a good job there in the past, and so he's going to be hopefully part of the team that's going to win the title in this final game. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. With about 30 minutes left of this match. Obviously still in front for now. Still got the third change to make if we want to. We've got to have a look at Lascelles and Yedlin. Hopefully neither of those are going to get another card, because that could mean that obviously we're going to have to 10 men, and that'll make things tricky. Good chance here for Watford, saved by the keeper, followed up off the bar. That's unbelievably close. Has to be headed away, saved again, and Yedlin clears. Too close for my liking, didn't clear it properly at all. Got to defend that much better than we did. Goalkeeper just about keeps it out, but the bar is the thing that prevents us massively there, because yeah, we really should have conceded. We still might as well, giving the ball right back to them. Got to defend this better. Got a couple of players in yellow cards. Can't dive in. Saved once again. out for the corner. Watford starting to come forward now, 25 minutes left. Got to try and clear this one away if we can. Go on. No way, they've equalised. 2-2. Didn't defend the corner properly once again. Just don't think we have the height in there. You can see Atsu's supposed to be marking somebody. Yeah, not good enough at all. Should have marked them much better than we did. I don't really know what more we could have done there other than had someone like Slimani in the box, but that's just not the way that the game sets up the teams. So 20 minutes to try and get a third goal. We haven't looked likely, so it's going to be tough. 15 minutes left. Can we make the third change? Don't know who I'd bring on, really. Okay, third change. We're going to take off Murphy. We'll bring on Kennedy, play him at centre, attacking mid now. We're going to move Sissoko onto the right-hand side. And just going to bring Kennedy on to add some more pace, hopefully get a few shots away on his left foot, that sort of thing. It's a little bit of a different one. We would usually bring on Dwight Gale in a similar sort of position, but we've gone with Kennedy this time round. Can we have a good ball in for Perez, the header? It's been cleared. Gibson tries to put it back in, but again, headed away. Go on, Kennedy. That's much better. Kennedy gets around his man. Needs somebody to get into the box. Going to wait for Slimani to get there. Oh, and he does, and he toe pokes it into the back of the net. Fantastic play. Really good attack, and it's all come from Kennedy's pace. And desire to get round the defender there, and he does. And with a great cross into Slimani. Had to keep hold of it and wait for him to get into the box. He does eventually, and could that be the goal that wins us the title in the final couple of minutes of this game? Slimani does really well to get into the middle. Wasn't really marked, I don't think, in the end. They couldn't quite get hold of him, I don't think. We'll have a look on the replay here. He just runs into an empty space. Look at that. No one gets there. He beats them all to it, and he puts it past the keeper. 3-2. That should be the goal that wins us the Premier League title. Hopefully it is. 3 minutes to go. Okay, so a slight change of formation now, understandably. Just going to go with Slimani playing up front, just to hoof it up to him, and hopefully he can hold it up for a little bit. It's only a couple of minutes to go, though. Yedlin gives away a free kick there. He's on a yellow card. Referee hasn't given another card away, but they do have a free kick. A chance for them here to do something. Tom cleverly going to lay this one off, and strange shot. Goalkeeper will save pretty easily. That's it. The Premier League title's ours. We've done it. The goal from Slimani that manages to get us the Premier League title there. Just a couple of minutes left. And obviously, I think he's going to also end up as a top goal scorer this season as well, by the looks of it. That's his 18th goal in the league for us. So yeah, very impressed with how he's done. Obviously, only a loan player, I think, as well from Leicester. So he's done an incredible job for us this year up front. And that's it. We've won the Premier League title. Easy as that. 2 games left. Really impressive season. Nobody expected it. I was aiming to just finish in the top half this season. That's obviously been, achieved just about. And we've gone many steps further and obviously gone to win the Premier League ahead of a number of really good teams like Man United, who are going to probably finish second. So I think we'll probably lift the Premier League trophy next match, maybe the one after, whenever the home game is, I think. So yes, there we go. That's the league table we have at the moment. As you can see, Man United can't get enough points to overtake us. They can only get 73, which means we have won the Premier League title by 2 points at least at the moment. That could be extended, obviously, if we are able to gain some more points over them. But the next game is against Everton now. We've obviously got another match after that against Chelsea. We're going to play both those games despite us already winning the league. I think it's important to try and end the league strongly, but also actually to try out some other players as well. So it might be that we don't necessarily win the next 2 matches, but it's just to try out a few different younger players that can maybe help us next season. As we saw a second ago, that's the Premier League title on the desk, and we've managed to secure the league. Can't believe it, really. Very impressive considering that we obviously are legendary with the sliders in the opposition's favour as well, to make it even more tricky. Okay, into this game now against Everton. This is the team going to go with. Martin starts in goal, obviously a really talented goalkeeper that I think deserves a bit of a chance here. 17 years old, 75 overall. He's going to play this game and the game against Chelsea to finish off the season. Right here there at right back, you've got Lewin, Mbemba and Plattenhart in defence also, with Moreno, Amory, Diame, Kennedy and Ritchie starting in midfield. Dwight Gale starts at front for us as well. Just trying a few different things out. Hoslu comes onto the bench, as does Fernandez. So again, mixing things up a little bit. There will be further changes for the game against Chelsea as well. And that game against Chelsea will probably have more of a realistic feel in terms of how I want to go into the next season, incorporating some more of the youngsters as well that could help us during the second season. So we'll see how we get on anyway. Man United now 5 points behind us. We've got a game in hand. Does that mean they drew again? Oh no, they did actually win that time round. Okay, so an opportunity if we win this game to go 8 points in front. Pretty decent. Okay, then here we go for this game against Everton. Let's see how we get on. Try and get ourselves a good victory despite the changed team. And just try out a few different players, see how we get on. There's no pressure obviously to win this match. It would be nice to obviously win the final 2 games of the season. But of course we have won the league title now. So there's not too much more to play for. Good chance. Okay, we're losing the game 1-0. Not a good start to the game. Everton take the lead. It's now the first few minutes of the match. It's Schneidlin, I think, who scores it there. Just runs onto a pass across the box. And we can't do anything about it. Couldn't block it. Couldn't get anything in the way of it at all. And it's a totally free shot for him to score from. And they have done 1-0. Dwight Gale through to Manquillo. Is he onside? That's the big question. Manquillo to shoot, saved. Matt Ritchie follows up and hits the bar. Chest down to somebody and it's saved again. Who even was it the one that was chest down to? Was it maybe Perez? Is he even playing this game? I've no idea. It was an absolute mess there. We should really have scored though. It's Amory who has his shot saved by Pickford. Goes off his arm and then onto his head. Crazy, but we should have scored. We really should have equalised there. That should be in the chance. Oh my days, they've just hit the bar. What a strike that was. That came from nowhere. Really difficult angle as well. And they nearly made it 2-0. This game isn't really going in our favour at the moment. Half-time, losing the game 1-0. Yeah, not so happy with how we're getting on at the moment. It doesn't look like at this moment in time we're going to win the game. Which is the reason why we're going to have to make some changes, I think, here. Because we're going to have to switch something up to try and win the match. Okay, so one change at half-time. Hoslu to come on. We're going to take off Matt Ritchie. And we're going to change things a little bit. Amory's going to go at centre attacking mid. Dwight Gale on the right-hand side. And we're going to switch the formation slightly just to match what Everton are playing. We'll see if we get on with that. Hopefully it works. But again, it's difficult to tell with Hoslu playing up front. Something a little bit different for us here. I think Everton are playing this formation anyway. It looks like it is. Dwight Gale going to look across here. Not quite like that, but Hoslu brings it down quite well. Now into Amory, can turn, hopefully shoots, and saved by Pickford. I'm really disappointed that Amory's done this season. I expect him to be such a good signing for us. He just hasn't performed at all, hence why he's not being in the starting 11. But I think maybe at the centre-back and mid position, it might be more, suited to him. That is obviously his normal position, rather than just as a centre mid. Plattenhart can look for that ball into Kennedy. Good opportunity to get a cross in now. He's going to find Dwight Gale on his left foot. Oh, what a hit that was as well on the volley. Unfortunately, though, bounces out, and that would have been such a good goal, but so close. Once again, still remains 1-0 to Everton. Dwight Gale now the chance to cross. Ball goes in. Good opportunity for Kennedy. Off the post again. It's the same post. Kennedy at the back post this time round and does such a good job to get away from his man and get ahead on goal. But again, can't find the back of the net. So hit the bar in this game and then the post twice as well. And Everton have also hit the bar as well. So it's everything off the woodwork at the moment. I don't know how there's only been one goal in this match. Ball into Amory. Good opportunity now to cross into the middle. Oh no, it's gone to Kennedy instead. Wanted Diame to be picked out and it's gone a little bit past him and again got ourselves a corner. I think it's going to be Kennedy to deliver here. 20 minutes left, come on, so we get a connection on it. Again, we can't. Back out to Diame, he'll shoot, and again blocked. Final two changes, Slimani and Perez to come on. We're going to take off Amory and Diame, change formation as well to a 4-1-2-1-2 wide. And we'll see how that goes. Two strikers going up front now for the final 20 minutes. Trying something different once again, which is kind of what the whole point of the final two games is, basically. Hoslu look for the ball through again, but intercepted. That'll be it, I think, now. Run out of time. 2 minutes added on, couldn't find a way through, and I think Everton have won this game. Pedro, the final chance, chips it into the back post, and oh my days, they've hit the post again. Oh, that's the fourth time in this game that someone's hit the post, but it still remains 1-0. That's how it finishes. Everton win the game after they scored just 5 minutes in. Unfortunate, but again, that's always going to happen really if you change the team so heavily. I think in general we did quite a good job, to be honest. The formation obviously got changed a lot, but I think we did pretty decent. Everton scored with the only chance they had on target, so unfortunate for us, we just didn't have enough shots really. Okay, so for some reason after the Everton game, the menus didn't load up properly, so we didn't actually have the progress saved for that Everton match, which means we have to sim it here, and in some ways I kind of hope we lose the match, because obviously I want to try and keep the scoreline similar to the last scoreline when we actually played them a second ago. So, yeah, hopefully we lose in some ways, but we'll wait and see anyway. We're going to sim the match. We're taking the lead actually through Kennedy. This is quite a changed team, so I'd be surprised if we were to go on to win this. Hence, Sigurdsson equalising there 29 minutes into the second half, and the SA gives Everton the lead. Let's skip, and we lose the match 2-1. So, in some ways, a positive loss there, which is strange to say. Okay, so that means we can finally move on to the last game of the Premier League season against Chelsea. A big match in terms of it being a big team that we're playing against. Obviously has no meaning really, but another opportunity to try out some different players. And I think will be a more realistic look at actually what sort of team we're likely to have going into next season. Liverpool have received a £9.1 million bid for Joe Gomez from Juventus. Definitely a player that we were looking at one stage this season, but I don't think we got that sort of money to be able to compete with Juve. Okay, so that's the team we're going to go with for the game against Chelsea. Martin starts in goal, got Yedlin, Arceles, Lewin and Sessegnon in defence. We've got Hayden, Sissoko, Shelby, Atsu, Murphy and Slimani all starting. So similar sort of team to maybe what you'd expect. We've obviously brought in Sessegnon at left-back, who I think will probably end up being our starting left-back going into the next season. Want to try and train up a little bit more though. Hayden's coming in as well, so it's quite a young team in general. Just obviously Slimani and Sissoko a little bit older, but other than than that, quite a young side. Flint, Manquillo, Moreno, Kennedy, Perez, Joselu and Dwight Gale all on the bench. And that is what we've gone with. So we'll wait and see how we get against Chelsea. Tough match, obviously. But again, not really one that matters because we've won the league title now. We're 5 points in front of United in second as well. So we could potentially extend it to as many as 8, depending on their result, of course. Let's wait and see. Hopefully get ourselves a positive result and try and end the season on a good result rather than losing again. Okay, here we go for this game at St James's Park against Chelsea. Let's hopefully end the season with 3 points, with a positive result that we can take into the second season as well. And yeah, try and just wrap up the league campaign with a good victory here. Going to be tough though. Chelsea, good side, obviously in 3rd place at the moment. And I think that's where they're going to finish as well, unless a team can catch them up in 4th. Murphy turning, looking for a cross into the back post for Atsu. Going to play this one back into Slimani. And we've opened the scoring. That's fantastic football as well. 1-0. Slimani adds another to his tally for this season. He's on maybe 19 now, I think, for us. He's probably going to end up the top goal scorer unless Hazard comes out with a few in this game. But that's a really good bit of play once again. Atsu just manages to bring it down under control and pass it to Slimani. And he just has a tap in there because he gets in front of his man quite easily and slots it home. 1-0. Victor Moses getting forward. Okay, shoots and scores. What the hell's happened there? I mean, it was advantage for something. It was advantage for a foul, I think, there from John Shelvey. And then Moses just gets through Luen, I think, and slots it home as easy as that on his left foot. Well, that didn't last long, did it? 1-1. Good chance again for Chelsea. Good save, though, by the goalkeeper. And cleared away. Panicked for a second that we're going to concede another. And they're still on the attack, though. Suddenly overloading our defence at the moment, and we're struggling to clear our lines until now. Got to try and break and hit them if we can. Just too quick getting back in position. Still have it though. Slimani onto Sissoko. Trying to get round David Luiz. Turns really well. Shoots. Oh, it scored. Was it wide? Kante still has it. This can't be allowed. Oh, shoots over the bar. Even Kante is trying to get in on it here with that left-footed strike. Just couldn't win back the ball off him. He's too small. Can't win it back off him. And luckily for us, just goes over the bar. Good chance here for Sissoko's running through, and we've scored again at 2-1, back in front, and it's a good bit of play once again. We've not gone forward that many times really in this first half, but when we have done, we've looked really good, and it's been some good passing play as well. This time it's up the right-hand side, and we've eventually come inside a little bit. Bit of a 1-2 going on there as well between a couple of midfielders, I think, and eventually found a way into the boxes. Slimani gets involved in this, but look at that. Brilliant bit of play between Slimani, Shelvey, and Sissoko. And we've managed to score 2-1, back in front, and we've taken the lead. Hopefully we can go into the half-time break with that lead. Sissoko, oh, he scores again, it's gone in. Sissoko makes it 3-1, and we've added another to the scoreline before the half-time break. It's Sissoko once again who scores. It's a really good strike into the top left-hand corner. So far in the corner, I actually thought it'd gone wide in the end. A little bit of a delayed reaction, but it's a really good finish, is that. Perfectly placed. 3-1, got a 2-goal advantage over Chelsea now. And that might make the second half quite interesting. Half-time, 3-1, let's get on with the second half. Chelsea might want to try and get back in this game in the second half, so we've got to be careful. It's going to be a shame when Sissoko leaves us at the end of the season, because obviously he has added quite a few more goals to the team. He's coming on loan, I think was it the start of the season or January, I can't remember now. Must have been the start of the season, and he has performed really well for us, so it looks like a good signing here. Just a shame that it's only a 1-year loan. Ideally, try and get him in permanently, but we'll wait and see if that's possible. He's going to shoot again after his hat-trick and saved by the keeper. Atsu wins it back, though. Can he cross now into Slimani? Don't think he's going to get that. Yes, well played, Sissoko. Wins it off Kante. Slimani now back into Sissoko. Oh, I thought it was going to be a third for him and a fourth for us. So close. Sissoko's looking a big threat for us in midfield, but it's saved by the keeper. The finish wasn't quite there that time. Atsu getting forward, go for a cross, what a ball into Shelvey, it has to be a fourth, and it is, he's onside as well. 4-1, we're starting to tear apart Chelsea, what a way to finish the season as well, with a fourth goal now, with Jonjo Shelvey running into the box. Really, really impressive run from him. You see he makes it from deep, he just gets himself in a really good area, and he's added some goals to us really when he's come into this team. He was out, I think, through injury. We did seem to miss him a lot in midfield because he came back and then just started scoring loads for us, so he's done a really good job for us, keeps getting in the box, and that's kind of the whole point of this formation. It's to encourage those 3 centre-mids to try and do something, try and contribute goals. And a lot of them have been. Jonjo Shelvey getting 7 this season, which is a really good tally for him. Especially considering his injury as well, which was quite a long-term one. Chance for Chelsea, saved by the goalkeeper. Okay, all 3 changes now with 20 minutes left. Kennedy, Flint and Perez all going to come on. We're going to take off Hayden, Murphy and also Atsu as well. So Flint's going to go play the whole midfielder. Don't ask me why, just fancy doing it. Perez on the right-hand side, again, don't ask me why, just going to go with it. And yeah, we'll go with that, see how we get on. Sissoko was going to come off, but I think we'll leave him on, see whether we can get a hat-trick or not. And yeah, let's wait and see whether we can do that with him. Still remains 4-1, hoping that we don't concede any more. It would be nice to add some more to the scoreline as well and totally thrash Chelsea. But I just can't really believe we've managed to do this. They looked pretty good in the first half and have really dropped off since then. Yes, looks like we've injured someone. It's Moses, the guy who scored against us. So isn't right for scoring against us. Kind of ruined the party. Wanted a clean sheet, but there we go. Looks like he'll probably have to go off. I mean, it was a bad challenge, that's probably why. But that's it, so we've won the game 4-1. It gets us a really big victory there to end the season on. Again, doesn't make any difference to anything at all, really, just gives us extra 3 points, but really impressed with how he fought for that. With, again, a slightly changed team, obviously a lot of stronger players in that match, but overall just a really solid victory for us. And do we get to now lift the Premier League title? I've not seen us do it yet. I don't think we do. It didn't seem to happen for us for some reason. Even though we have won the league, we don't really seem to have the celebrations for some reason. But regardless, we know that we've obviously won it ourselves, and I'm very happy about that. It gets us 3 points to finish the season on, and it's a really, really good performance as well, which is, you know, on top of the big victory. So we're very happy with that, and that means we can crack on with the next season. I think we're going to do a second season, not 100% sure. Basically down to you guys, I think, in the comments section below. But that's everything for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. If we could try and hit 75 likes on today's episode, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, please go ahead with that subscribe button if you haven't already as well, and that'd be absolutely fantastic too. Don't forget you can follow me on Twitter at GamefaceHD and on Instagram at GamefaceHD as well. The links to all that in the description below, and you can go ahead and click the links through to that. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.